Everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another Pygame tutorial video. In this video, we're going to be talking about is allowing the user to set the power of their tank's cannon. So right now, we can modify the turret and we can shoot, shoot the actual tank cannon, but we don't actually have a way for the user to set the power. So as you can see, like on this one, we would still not, no matter what, be able to get our shot over the barrier. And especially, more importantly, we want to actually be able to hit a tank even, like over here. So we want to be able to have enough power that we can shoot our cannon, somewhat close, but also it needs to be able to at least get all the way to the other side of our map, so to speak. So we want to let the user be able to modify power, but the other thing is they have to be able to see visually their power. So they need to know, like, where am I in my power? So to do that, we're going to use something pretty similar to how we displayed score in our previous video, or our previous game. And then the modification to power, I don't really have the greatest keys to do it. You could use like the plus and minus keys, but the problem with that is by default the plus and minus keys, well, I think the minus key doesn't require shift, but the plus does and all that, so it might confuse people. So I will just say that we're going to use A and D to modify the power. So we'll come down basically to our key down events, and we'll add a couple more key presses. So we're just going to say if event.key equals pygame.K_A. What do we want to do? And then also, for now, let's just write it in pass. And then we're going to say elif event.key equals pygame.K_D. What do we want to do? For now, we'll just pass. Now, let's go up to the top here, and we're going to define two new variables. So we're going to have fire_power. And this is going to be the starting power of our tank's cannon. And we're just going to say 50. So that's going to be half, right? We're going to do anything from 1 to 50, basically. So firepower, 50. And then we'll say power_change. And then that's going to equal 0. So this is going to be how much do we want that firepower to change. And so as you can imagine, just like change turret, each change will be 1. We'll add 1 to this, and then every loop we say firepower plus equals power change. So we'll come down here to where we wrote if event.key equals pygame.Ka. And now we're going to write in here, if it's A, we want to go down. So we'll say power change equals -1. And then if, we'll just copy this, and then if it's D, we want it to go up. So power change equals 1. Easy enough. And then at the bottom here, basically you could just put this wherever, but we'll just put it right here before we draw a barrier. We say fire_power plus equals the power change, and then after that we want to display power somewhere. So I'm just going to write power and then firepower. So we want a function that is going to display the firepower for the user, so that when the user is modifying and shooting, they can first of all see what the power level is that they're using, and then they can modify that and see how much they're modifying it. So now we need a power function. So let's just scroll up right above game intro, and let's just put it right below the fire shell function. And we're just going to call this obviously power. We've already stated that pretty much. So define power. And then power is going to take one parameter, and it's going to be level, so how much power basically. And we're just going to say text equals small font. We already defined small font long ago. Small font dot render. And then what do we want this to say? Well, before, remember, it said score : now we just say power : easy enough. Power : and then add a space there, and then plus the string version of level, and then we're going to do plus %, so now we know what the percentage is. We'll do true, and then this will be black. Then we just need to like display this to the screen. So we do game display dot blit. What are we gonna blit? The text. And then where do we actually want to render it? Well, we want it kind of in the middle, but shift it over a little bit. So let's just go ahead and we could do the whole get rect thing and all that. But for now, let's just go ahead and just do display width divided by 2 and then 0. So x is display width divided by 2, y 0, good enough. So that should display the power. So let's go ahead and save and run that really quick and make sure. Got an error. Local variable power change referenced before assignment. I swear we defined power change. So we had power underscore change, and then we had power capital change. That is so I'm gonna fix that. You can do whatever you want. I'm very bad with my pep 8. I'm sorry. So power underscore change, and then we'll come down here and then say plus equals power underscore change. Okay, let's try this one more time. Un más tiempo. Okay, so now we have power, and it's, you've got 50% right now. But then we can have, we can press and hold A. Oh, we did not. We don't have key up functionality. Let's go ahead and fix that. We'll go. We'll just basically say, let's just copy this, just to the if. Copy, paste, and then write or. And then this right here, KD, paste. If all that is the case, power underscore change equals 0. So basically, if event key is A or the event key is D that's being lifted up, what do we want to do? We want to just set power change to equal 0. Let's try this one more time. Play. And then now we press D, let go, nice. Cool. So now everything is acting as we actually intended. So that's how we can set the power. Now we want to be able to actually pass the power into the actual firing function. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next video. You can already sort of guess what variable in that function we are going to be modifying, since I showed you guys. But I'll show you guys how we're going to actually modify it in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.